Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your6 Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to install Ubuntu alongside Windows on your PC. So if you already have Windows on it, great. Now you just need a USB, and we have to download the installation for Ubuntu. So let's go on over to google.com and then type in Ubuntu Ubuntu Enterprise Open Source Linux. So we can go to the download right here if we want to go to the direct link. And I'm going to get to Ubuntu 24 LTS, and I'm going to go to download over here. So it looks like it's about 6 gigabytes. So make sure you have a little bit more than that, maybe like a 16 gigabyte USB flash drive. So download it right here. And I don't believe you have to type in your email address. It should just pop up. There it goes. And now we want to get one more software that will make it easier to get this on our computer. And this is going to be BalenaEtcher. Just type this in, get this software, and this will allow us to write this to the USB. So BalenaEtcher, Balena, right here. That's the direct URL. Let's go to download Etcher and get this on your computer. Go to the Windows one and download it here. Now, when we have this on our computer, let's plug in our flash drive and open up Etcher. So we can open this up right now. I'm going to plug in my flash drive first. And then I'm going to find this. So it's BalenaEtcher. Open this up. Wait for this to load. Now we're going to get this little window. And I want to go to the installation file, wherever I downloaded Linux. So let's go flash from file. Go to downloads, locate Linux. Ubuntu right here. Open this up. Then I have my storage device right here. Make sure you have it selected and you don't have the wrong one selected, like my external hard drive. Once you have that selected, we can go to flash. And this is going to take maybe, I don't know, depending on the size of it, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit less. So you can see it's starting right now. And depending on if we're doing this on a laptop or maybe if we have like CD or disk drive, we're going to have to change the boot order around so we can boot from this USB. So it looks like it's only going to take like 3 minutes here. So I'm restarting my computer right now, and when I see the logo, I'm going to press the delete key. And this will launch me to the BIOS menu. So this should show up. Press delete. And then we want to switch on over the boot order if we have this different. So I'm going to go over to BIOS right now. And you can see I have it with the Windows Boot Manager. Which is fine. I'm going to switch this around so it launches off my drive. I have plugged in my little USB drive. So it looks like it's PNY drive right here. So I'm going to switch this around. So if you have it not plugged in, it's going to say like USB hard disk or something like that. If you plug in your drive, it's going to be the name of your drive for whatever. This one, my PNY USB 3.0. So I'm going to press enter on this one. I'm going to switch my boot option number 2 to my Windows Manager. This will be my Samsung SSD with Windows. And then I can do my third one here with Ubuntu. So that's going to switch on over to Ubuntu here later on. So I have Linux Mint on it. I don't know why it's called Ubuntu. So let's go to save and exit setup and go to yes. Alright, so let's try to install Ubuntu right there. Press enter. And you might see a loading screen here for like 5 minutes. Just give it some time to load. Okay, now you're going to be brought to this screen. Just press install updates down here at the bottom, and it's preparing Ubuntu. Now you might get to the point where it says like it might fail during that loading period, and there's going to be a bunch of text and stuff. Just press enter and just let it do its thing, and you'll be able to bypass that. But hopefully that's not a problem for you. I noticed it on mine. But let's go to next. And then go to next under here. And then let's choose English. And then we can use wired connection. That's good. Or set up your Wi-Fi. And it says update now from the installer. Let's get the latest version. We can update that and download it. Alright, so if you decide to update, if you look in the bottom right now, it says install Ubuntu in the bottom now. We can just restart that and reclose it. It says, how would you like to install Ubuntu Interactive Installation on Mac for advanced users who have auto install? I'm going to go to Interactive for users who want to be guided step by step for the installation. I'm just going to do the extended selection here so I have everything downloaded right away, and I'm going to install third-party stuff and download installs for additional formats. Now we're brought to this screen. How would you like to install Ubuntu? So you can erase disk and install Ubuntu, or you can go to the manual installation for advanced users seeking a customized disk setup experience. Now if I go to erase disk and install Ubuntu, I'm going to go to next under here, and I should be able to select my drive if I go to this option right here. So it says erase and use. Okay, so I'm just going to go over to next, and then I'm going to choose my drive. So by default it looks like it had my external hard drive on there, but then I'm going to go to this one, PNY CS900, and I have Windows drive already installed. You can see it's not an option on here. Actually, here's my NVMe right here. So just make sure you're not accidentally installing everything over there. I believe you can install it on the same drive, and there will be like a slider. If I go over to next, let's see. So this is the one with the Windows on it. It doesn't give me the option. I might have to go to a different one. Maybe if I select right here. Otherwise, it's going to try to get rid of Windows. So if we go back, maybe if we do the manual installation, it will install alongside Windows. I think that option will only appear if we are trying to install on the same drive. So you can see I have Linux Mint right here. So you can go to your drive and you can change this around under this screen if you want to create a new partition. And I believe you can delete things under here too if you select this. Is that an option? So you can add things at least. So I know I'm not going to be doing that. And you might have a different option on the top if you're trying to install it on the same drive. I believe it will say install alongside Windows. So I'm going to put mine on a completely separate drive. So this is going to be a little bit different for me. So I'm going to do this. Make sure I have the correct drive. That's the one with Linux Mint. Let's go to next, name my computer, and then type in my password, and then confirm my password. And I'm going to uncheck mark where it says require my password to log in, and then go to next. Choose my location, and then review your choices and install, and we're almost there. Okay, so mine is done, and all I have to do is restart my computer now and remove the USB, and my screen is messed up because I went to the zoom option for some reason. So let's restart my computer right now, and then I'm going to remove this installation USB right here. So let's restart it. And if it doesn't turn off, I'm just going to hold down the power button and then turn it back on. So let's do this now. And then we can launch into our different drives or our different operating systems if we go back into BIOS. So I'm going to wait for this to restart. And then I'm going to press the delete key. And we'll see Ubuntu on here. So I'm going to press delete. And if you're not quick enough, you might not be able to get it up on the screen. Now to switch in between Linux and then your Windows partitions, we want to press the F12 button, and this will allow us to boot into the drive that we want to. So after pressing F12, you can choose your drive now. If you have them on the same drive, I believe the grub bootloader will load. So let's go over to Ubuntu on here and launch it on there. So I believe it's my PNY drive right here. And then we should have the grub boot launcher show up on here. And this will allow us to decide also if we want to boot into Windows or Linux. But since I have them on separate drives, I don't even see that pop up on my screen anymore. So I can just choose which drive I want to just launch into by going to the boot manager, and it works pretty well. So hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave a big thumbs up and subscribe my channel down below.